So, first off, you need to know how to do each move. There are... Ooh, that's a little laggy. So, there are different types of moves. The first one I'll tell you about is jab. You just press A, and if you hold it down, this one's A. And if you hold it down, it just does that. You don't really want to do that. You mainly just want to do 1 or 2 jabs. Alright, next, tilts. If you hold up like partially, you can do a tilt. So that's up tilt, down tilt, forward tilt. Does that little kick out. Alright, and then aerials are when you jump in the air and do a move. So jump in A is neutral air. Jump in back to where you're facing. There, that's back air. You can also do it with the C stick, jump and then hit the C stick. Down air is jump and press down, and then up air, jump, press up. Alright. Next you have smash attacks. Here's forward smash. You can just hit the C stick, or you can charge it by hitting A to the side and side at the same time hard. And then down smash is here, up smash. Also, you can use C-stick once again. So for both aerials and smash attacks, you can either do C-stick or combination to the side with the, what's this thing called? Control stick. Alright, so finally we have special attacks. That's with B. So if you press B along with a move, along with no direction, you'll do laser. If you're on the ground, it does standing, and if you do it in the air, you can shoot lasers from anywhere on the stage. You can be on the ledge and come up and shoot lasers. This one, side B. You just press side and B. It's a good recovery move, and it also spikes. I don't know if I can pull it off here, but if you can, like if you hit someone on the ground with it, it sends them up, and if you hit them while they're already in the air, it sends them down.
Definitely come back with 1 grab. He can tie this up.
Yep.
Oh, he goes for the read, but great tech by Mango.
Oh, wow.
Does he have a jump?
Oh! What?
Oh
what?
my god!
And then finally we have up B, which you can input by pressing up and B, obviously, and then you can send it in a particular direction by just pressing the angle, as you can see. Now we're going to talk about movement. You can walk by pressing in the direction slowly, and you can run by pressing it hard. And as you can see here, if you press it back and forth hard, you do this thing called dash dancing, which can be effective baiting tool against your opponents, and just kind of a cool looking way to move around. So, I mean, that's pretty much all there is about running and walking. I could do a whole thing about dash dancing, but right now is not the time. Okay, next we've got air mobility and drift. So if you're in the air and you press in a direction, you're going to go in that direction. And if you're running and you press in the direction, you'll go that direction. So really this is more of a feel thing than like any tricks I can tell you. If you just kind of like jump around and like move forward and fade back and whatnot, that can be a big like helper for your gameplay. You can trick people just by moving around. And now I need to talk about short hops. So as you can see here, I'm doing a small hop versus if I hold it down the button, Y or X, I do a full hop. So when you're like doing short attacks, like attacks low to the ground and you want to do an aerial, you want to do a short hop. And what? DI is that, so if you hold L or R, you do a shield, and it can block attacks. And if you press in a direction or down, you have a bit of invincibility. Down is called a spot dodge because you're dodging, and then that's a roll. You just press in the direction while holding L or R. And grab is this, Z. And if you get a grab, then you can like throw them and try to like do combos, or throw them off stage and try to kill them. And so you can grab someone that's in shield. So that's kind of like a rock paper scissors, because if you attack the shield, then they can punish you out of it. But if you grab the shield, then you actually like have them, you know. So that's a useful thing to know. And then one other thing is a jump canceled grabbing. If you are running at someone, you'll do a grab that looks like this. But if you run at someone and press jump right before you grab them, it's a quicker grab. And for most characters, you want to do it, especially with Marth, actually. Marth has a really long standing grab, which you can do by doing a jump grab. But if you just run up and try to grab with him, it doesn't hit as much.
The key part of survival DI is that whichever direction you're sent, holding directly against that direction will not help you survive at all. So for example, if a Sheik hits you with a down smash, it sends you horizontally off the stage, and holding directly towards the stage will effectively do nothing. DI doesn't actually reduce the distance you're sent at, only the angle. Because of this, the optimal direction to DI is perpendicular to the angle you're sent at. In most cases, the actual perfect angle to DI is up and very slightly in on your controller. For most moves that KO off the side of the screen, you'll want to hit this angle to survive the longest. Now, after hit stun ends, aka once you're at the point where you can move or jump again, you can switch to holding directly towards the stage in order to drift back down to it again, as the initial trajectory of the attack has ended. For moves that KO off the top, holding directly to the side will help you live the longest. Usually the best side to DI is the side that you're on in relation to your opponent. So if Fox or Pikachu up smashes you while you're to the right of them, keep holding to the right as soon as possible. At super ultra high percents, you may just want to hold up only, or even up and slightly away from the stage. Since the upper corner is the furthest distance from any attack, DIing towards this corner will give you the best chance to avoid the edge of the blast zones and stay alive. And now onto combo DI. Usually the best angle for combo DI is away and very slightly down.
So teching is something that people forget about a lot or just don't know is a thing. As you could see, right, let me just hit Falco. Alright, so there Falco fell on the ground and has limited options. You can do get up attack, roll a certain direction, but it's normally a slow roll, or just a normal get up. Most of the time you would rather have a tech, so if you press L or R, one of these guys, right before you hit the ground, I think it's like 20 frames, within a 20 frame span of hitting the ground, then you'll do like a roll that will allow you to, you can either do a roll or a tech in place, and basically it just means you can act faster after getting hit by a move. So just try to do it every time. If you spam it, it won't work though. You have to like time it well, like when you're about to hit the ground. So that's just something you'll have to get with time. L canceling is one of the most important movement options in the game. It was actually designed to be put in the game, like the first Smash game had it as well. Basically, when you do an aerial move, which remember are these ones, as you're about to hit the ground, you have lag. But if you press L or R once again, like right before you hit the ground, then it will cut your lag in half. So basically, it's just a way to move faster after you use an aerial attack. And I would definitely suggest doing it every single time. There's no reason why you wouldn't want to do an L cancel. It's kind of annoying, but just start like training your brain to do an L cancel. So after you do a move and you're about to hit the ground, do an L cancel. Let's see. So I think it's like 7 frames for doing an L cancel. So it has to be sooner before you hit the ground than with a tech where you have more space to do it. All right. So going along with L canceling and short hopping is fast falling. So if you're in the air and you press down, you fall faster than if you don't. So if you do a short hop and a fast fall, as you can see, it's a very like quick movement here, right? And if you do a aerial move after doing that quick movement, or like you do an aerial move after jumping and then press down and do the L cancel, then you're quick into being able to do combos. Okay, so next, wave dashing. So I don't know if you guys will get wave dashing in one day. I mean, it took me quite a while to get, but I mean, same thing for pretty much everything here. But this is just an introduction of things to work on, so don't worry about it. But how to wave dash is actually really simple, and I remember when I was learning, I was so frustrated. I thought I must be like doing something unique to fuck it up, but really I didn't. It's just you have to do it a bunch of times and start feeling it, and it's different with each character, the timing. But essentially you just jump and then press L or R quickly and then press in a direction that's about diagonal like this. So would be the movement. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to talk about good moves, and first I'm going to start out with a distinction between the neutral game and combos. So the neutral game is when you're like, you know, approaching someone or like running away from them in the air, on the ground, however you want, and you're just trying to attack them and you haven't landed a hit yet. That's the neutral game. When someone lands a hit, then it's more combo territory. So that's a distinction that you should know. Whoa. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about laser. Alright, so laser is a really good move. I'm going to change stages just because I want to look at a different stage. Lasering is really good because if you hit someone with it, then they can't act for a little bit, and then you can hit them with a move. So as you can see here, when it's lagging. When I hit him here, he can't move for a little bit. I hit him with the laser, he can't move. Now every time you're going to do a laser, you never want to do a standing laser. You always want to do it in the air. So either while you're like flying around like this, but more likely than not, you want to do a short hop, fast fall, double laser. And so that integrates some of the things I talked about before, the short hop, right? And then you press B while you're in the air and then press down. And it takes a long time to get this consistently. Well, I mean, it's not that long. It's more than like one lesson, but like it's definitely worth having in your arsenal. It's one of Falco's best moves in the neutral game. That is when trying to get hit. So you can, if someone's off stage, you can laser them. If someone's just in approaching you or running away or just whatever, like it's good to hit them with lasers. Yeah, just shoot lasers, and then you start getting an idea for the spacing and where you should be like sending it and whatnot and the timing. But that's one of the top Falco tips I can give, is just practice short hop double lasering, or I mean just short hop lasering. All right, aerial moves. So the aerials that I've mentioned earlier on Falco are all really good. His best is probably down air because it's so good for comboing. Like it's really good for comboing. You just want to get fast at it and be able to hit them with a down air, and it also spikes, as you can see right there. Oh, that was such great timing. Neutral air is a good tool as well for like if you hit a neutral air, then you can like start comboing them if it's at low percent. Sometimes. Yeah, there's down air, shine. And then back air is like just good for walling people out, or just like getting kills in the air. You know, it's a really good move. It's got a lot of space. You definitely want to use that a lot. Up air is probably Falco's least usable, but it can have some cool combos. And if they're like flying way above you, it can be a good idea to just like throw out some up airs. And then that's forward air. It's not really that great. I mean, it can have its uses, but I don't really know how to explain them. So honestly, like, it would probably, at this point, it would probably benefit you just not to forward air most of the time. So just keep that in mind. All right. Shine. Shine is this thing right here. And there's a lot to this move. And I'll just give you the quick and dirty of it. I think you're invincible for 1 frame. If you hold it, you get stuck in it, and you're vulnerable for the rest of the animation. So you want to jump out of it immediately. So right after you do it, immediately jump. See that? And eventually, I mean, this takes a while, but eventually you can wave dash out of it. So you do it here, wave dash, here, wave dash, and that can be good for combos because like look, like after I wave dash, and I can just follow up. Like, oh, where'd he go? There, and then just hit him with something. In that case, back air. Tilts. This is up tilt, and it's good for doing combos as well. If you can sometimes like hit a bunch of up tilts in a row on someone. I guess that was kind of a good example. This is down tilt here. It can be a good kill move at decently high percents because it's fast and strong, but it doesn't have a ton of range. And it can be good for comboing, but it's not the best for comboing. Up tilt's better for comboing, I would say. And then forward tilt, I don't use that much, but it can be good if someone's coming to the ledge. You kind of just like stick your foot out and kick them, or if they're just kind of getting near you and you don't want that, you can do that. But for the most part, like aerials could be a better choice in a lot of those situations. Alright, that's tilts and shine. Smashes. All of Falco's smashes are good. Best is forward smash. It just kills really hard. I don't know how else to explain it. But it has a lot of lag, like all smashes pretty much do, so don't spam it. I mean, it probably will help you to spam it in a lot of matches, but ideally you don't want to spam it. It leaves you punishable and people can adapt to it. Up smash isn't super powerful, definitely not as powerful as Fox. But, yeah, so I mean, I really wouldn't really recommend using it much at all. It can do some cool stuff, but like, at least starting off, I'd recommend avoiding up smash. Down smash is really good, especially if someone's coming back at the ledge like this. If you down smash right there, like, that'll send them really far. I mean, the ideal choice would probably be to do a down air, because that will just spike them down if they're trying to come back, but a down smash can work well too, especially if you don't have like the confidence to pull it off or the time to pull it off. So that's smashes. Here we have the lovely Dreamland. And I'm going to talk about this concept of center stage. So as you can see, I'm in the center. Well, I was. That's just a good thing. Like, you want to try to be in the center because that just means you have more space to control, and they're going to try to get in, and you can be like, no, like, don't get in. Just keep on hitting them away. And eventually, you want to hit them off the stage and kill them, like such. So that's kind of the general idea, just push them off stage. You can also kill off the top or just like get a really strong hit, but everything I've heard is that it's beneficial to be in the center, so just try to do that if you can ever be conscious of it. Next thing, platforms. Platforms have play a big role in like overall strategy. You can people a lot of times use the top platform to run away on, or even on side platforms to run away on. And they can play a big role in doing combos. So, like, I don't know, if I like get a hit, and then I can like follow them on the platform to continue the combo. I'll see. Hopefully, I'll just be comboing this guy, and then we'll see a good example of that. But just pay attention to the platforms and like how they can help you. They can be used for following up. They can be used for running away. They can be used for attacking from a weird angle. That's just off the top of my head. But they're definitely a big mechanic, and you can also do a shield drop through them. That's just done by, if you're holding shield all the way to one side and then you press down like from one of the notches to the next, like, see how I can't do it. I'm pretty inconsistent. There we go. So I'm holding all the way to the side, and then I just press down a direction, like move it down one. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's pretty advanced. But that's another way that platforms can be used, because someone's attacking you, you drop down and do an attack immediately, and then counter them. Oh, I didn't hit the attack, but whatever. And then finally, edge guarding. Just a few things you should know about the ledge. When you grab it, you're invincible for a little bit, and you can do some moves. You can also wave dash on. And if you do it properly, you have some frames of invincibility that where you can't get hit by anything, and you can mess with other people's business. And just like general concept, I would say, is that if you can like tell where someone's going, or if you either can tell or have a guess or want to cover multiple options, just keep in mind that one of them is the ledge, and that if they go to the ledge, they could potentially be put in an advantageous position by doing a ledge dash on, or just like doing that, like kind of coming off from the edge and attacking. I don't know if there's invincibility there, probably a little bit, but don't quote me on that because I really don't know. But it can just be like, oh, he's just like quickly attacking. Sneaky, right? One of the options for returning to the stage is going to the ledge, like I did just there. So you can cover that by just like grabbing onto it, and just kind of like, ooh, like you can refresh the invincibility. If you do like certain things, like I think if you do this, oh, that didn't work that time. So yeah, if someone's like recovering and you're like, oh, they might go to ledge, you can just grab the ledge. And also a really effective edge guarding technique with Falco is back air, and that could be, you can use the ledge coverage and the back air together as a good edge guarding tool. Someone's coming back. See how I'm just like putting up? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Oh, okay. That was not really a great example of an edge guard. I mean, it was, but see how I'm doing this, like, just keep on doing a back air from the ledge? That can be a really good, like, rinse and repeat edge guarding technique, because they can't go to the ledge, and then you're also covering a little bit below and a little bit above the ledge by doing the back air. It's like a wall. It's just like putting up a wall, and then you can, if you know they're going up high, you can go up here. So let's see, how much time did that take? 20 minutes. I'm hoping that this helps improve your melee. Ask me any questions in person now, or if you want me to re-demonstrate things, and practice all those techniques, and you'll get better. And just think about that stuff, and you'll get better. All right, bye.